Continue.
Hey, yo, man, go ahead, man. It's on you, man. Yeah, you hit record?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
Glad. Yeah, we back at it again.
Oh, man. Oh, my God, yo. I wish y'all could hear what we were just talking about off mic.
I mean, we could talk about it again.
Hey, yo, we not doing it. I'm commanding this episode, yo. Like, hold on. Let me tie my little thing a little bit more better. Hey, let me tighten this up a
Bankroll decks.
Yo,
All right, I'm done. This is the
man. Yo, if only y'all could hear, man. If only y'all could hear.
Well, hold on, let's make sure they can hear. Let me make sure
Testing,
my knobs is straight. You can hear me, Dex.
Can you hear us?
You can hear me, Dex. Yo, we not doing this, yo. Yeah, I'm not rolling with the names. I'm not doing none of the extra names.
Productive Dex.
Yo, we not doing this.
Dex
Yo.
and Price.
Yo,
Price production. That's money. I don't need no royalties. You my nigga. That's all I need.
Y'all remember that show, The Price is Right? Y'all get joked about? I mean, okay, we're gonna stop.
I remember.
Stop.
See?
We're gonna stop.
Put my
I'll
jacket
stick
on.
with productive Dex.
Let me put my jacket on this episode. All right, I gotta protect myself. I gotta protect
Put your
myself
armor
from y'all
Ooh,
too.
Put your armor on.
Yeah, it's really y'all too,
Yeah,
man.
put on your shield.
I should have left the core bell in the fridge. Hey,
You didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that.
yo,
Comfortable.
yo.
Oh my God.
So look, I'm commanding this episode. I deem respect from y'all two on this episode because I wasn't getting it
Wait,
pre-production.
who's y'all two?
Y'all two.
You and Daryl. You and little Daryl.
You, me and Lil Daryl. My name Lil Daryl. Sorry.
Messed up. That man 30.
Yo, I
Little
can't
Daryl.
stand y'all.
Damn,
Yo.
He is so annoyed with me.
Yo,
Right now.
he said,
It's
man,
all love.
he like, man, I'm over this.
knows
Like,
it's all love.
he over there tweeting like, man.
He ain't paying no
Order something off of Amazon. All right. Do your intro, bro. Do your intro. We 2 minutes in.
Yo, all right, so this rubber band isn't because of BDSM. Like, I promise. Like, like this rubber band is just like, it's just a money rubber band, all right? If you ever see me and I got a rubber band on my hand, I mean I got money, all right? That's all it means.
All I remember is
Like,
that T.I. song, man.
Yeah, Rubber Band Man.
See what I'm saying, bro? I'm a classic man.
But he about to lose all his money.
Oh, yeah.
He had an Ant-Man. He had all that.
So,
Him, Tip and Tiny being quiet.
Just saying.
but all right.
Tiny
look,
been tips
tell
up.
him, right? Didn't I tell you not to say shit? Didn't I tell you shit? Be
yo,
quiet. Be quiet.
Oh, damn, yo. Oh, my God. All right, look. I promise y'all, we about to start the episode. All right, look. So look, man. We back another episode of the FFT podcast. You got your host, Cool Dex, Smoothie Dex, Driver Dex, International Dex, Productive Dex.
Bang, 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 bang.
Hey, yo. Outside Dex. Philly Dex. Driver Dex.
Sitting on the corner decks.
Sitting on the steps, Dex. And like I said, you know, I always got to crown them on Rolodex, even though I always said it before, but Rolodex.
Yeah.
So like I said, if y'all don't know what that is, go Google it, Rolodex, like, and then you'll see what it is. Like, it's a lot of people that are born in 2002,
really-
like 2004.
Okay.
Stop,
You're
'cause
right.
you heard
No,
her
you're
say
right.
something about that number earlier.
Oh, yeah,
Chill out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gonna leave that 02 alone.
Hey,
We gonna leave that
It's
alone.
International Women's Month. Chill.
Hey.
International Dex.
Ooh,
No.
that one too.
But no, we really do got international listeners, so definitely shout out to all the
Hey.
Shout out to them.
international listeners as well. But also, like I always tell people, man, the Patreon. The link is in the bio. That's where you will get the uncensored, unedited combos, adult talks.
I'm scared.
It's no face, no trace. So it's no video for it. It's just you come with your voice and you talk. Like that's what it is. That's what it's about. Because, you know, some people actually want to do a podcast and they're scared to do it because they see this. They see the big lights and cameras and all that other stuff. But it's like, you can do it without all that. Just come over here, tell your story, have fun, and, you know, have a good time. Like, honestly, because when we do it, it's not meant for anybody to judge, because we don't judge. It's a no judgment zone. Like I told everybody in the last episode, This main platform is like power. This is the James St. Patrick platform. The Patreon is the ghost. Like, that's the ghost platform over there. So, and the YouTube link is in the bio as well. The link tree. Shout out to my man Zay. Follow Zay Too Sincere on the Instagram page. Get the books. The Amazon links in the bio as well. But yeah, got my man X-Man Glorious in the back.
Yo, we back again.
Yo, real quick, how you feel about the last episode 4X? With the
Which one?
Jones?
The one I was on or I wasn't on?
No, you wasn't there.
Oh, I enjoyed it, even though they were screaming some bull. Well, one of them was screaming some BS, saying that Central Jersey doesn't exist. But we'll get back to that.
Yeah,
I saw that too. It definitely exists.
Thank you.
We here.
Thank you.
Do people not understand what a center is? Like,
That's why I pinned Robin comment because he broke it down. He was like, "Yo, like there's a center of
just
I'm
pin the center of New Jersey."
Anything else without a center?
Hey,
She said, "I'm from North Jersey. Everything below me is PA." I laugh because that's hilarious.
Wait. So we just skip over Trent?
yes, they skip over
Real?
Trenton. Yes.
The one on the left or the right? The one with the dreads or not?
The one with the dreads.
She went to Rowan? Oh,
No, she went to Rutgers Camden.
that's because it's basically right
South
there.
Jersey. So, but the whole the whole point of it was anytime that we have like people that's like from up north, from like above Central Jersey, we always ask them like, hey, do you believe in Central Jersey? And most of them say no because they don't really think that like that exists. But I'm like, this is where the capital is.
So is it because nothing be popping out here, even though it is, or it's just?
And that's what somebody said to me. They said on some serious shit. They was like, look, like y'all don't come outside. Like,
Right.
and I'm like, and I had to think about it. I'm like, that is kind of true. I'm like, we are closed off. And
But they born outside, though. North Jersey is different,
Wait, so
bro.
are we the bougie? Central is bougie?
Yeah, and no,
bougie
because we
food.
got access to go to Philly,
Yes,
New York.
everything.
Like, we really are the centerpiece.
Oh, they're
However,
just intimidated by us. It's okay.
I feel like people in North
That
Jersey
word
had to grow up
again.
faster.
Yeah. But you see what it is? I be having these conversations about my lonely. I don't be having no backup. Like, so,
We here, man. We here. No, Central is definitely a thing.
So when I post these clips and comments, I'm like, look, all my Central Jersey people, they
Ain't nobody
come,
cricket.
yeah.
Again, why nobody knows there's a Central Jersey.
Exactly.
No, we are here.
But yeah, like I said, my biggest thing is go on your coworker phone, take their phone, type in FFT podcast. Tell them Dex said to do it. It's cool. You won't get in trouble. I'm telling you, they'll be cool with it. Leave a review on the Apple Podcast. Whether if you leave a comment, if you leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating, whatever you choose to do, and consider subscribing to the YouTube. I don't want to force anybody, but consider subscribing. When you click on the link tree, you're like, you know what? He did say consider. He didn't make me kind of, because you know what it is. Honestly, it's like what a lot of people do is they tell you like subscribe, go do this, go do this, go do this. They telling you, so it's
demanding.
But if you tell them like, you know what, hey, look, if you consider subscribing to this, like you might get some good content. Like so, it's just the way you word it to people. Everybody, and that's when I always tell people the lane that we're all in is you got to deal with everybody's personality.
Yeah.
Everybody, you can't handle everybody the same.
No.
Like and that's like the biggest thing that I like to push to people is like you gotta know how to deal with people when you work with them. Everybody is. Some people are sensitive, some people aren't. So you just kind of gotta know. But that ain't how I'm starting the show. That was just just my little rant. So
I know how we can start the show.
Did you say a bottle of rants? I like it if you did say that. That actually was kind of dope.
Oh, but that is a bottle of rants. That might be the name of the episode.
Rants.
Bottle of rants. Right?
Hey.
Honestly, that might
not
be
runts, rants.
Rants.
But yeah, so like I said, we not here by ourselves. Actually, we got a little Daryl on the back.
He's so you know what?
Yeah.
Yo,
I blame
this
you.
is a shit. Don't know.
I blame you.
No. That was just the thing. Like,
You know what's
I'm
funny?
so sorry.
Not that. Yeah,
I'm about to
I got
pull
a
a
subject
Carl's on
change. I
this
got you, D.
I'm emotional.
You know what's funny?
And I can't
Why
let go.
why God made us ashy?
Wait, what?
Yo, what?
Like, ain't that God hilarious? Like, just like a bitch could get ashy. Like,
yo, I can't stand. Yo, all right.
you had one of the illest days. Like, snap you up. Like, yo, your hands a little ashy. Like,
And you really moisturize.
That is true, though.
And you moisturize before you left the
Trying to,
house.
like, voice you like, nah,
is
like, I just
true.
wash my hands. Like,
That is
no, like,
true.
you ashy, bro.
That is true.
Yo, I did not expect this story like that. But so before we get into why God made us ashy, so
Yeah, like, why is that? It's hilarious.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tap in on that too, though. I got a question.
But I want to introduce. So right here we have a lovely and special guest. She's out here pushing an important message that we're going to get to later on because I feel
Great
like
guest. I don't even feel like she a guest.
yeah, this family.
Yeah.
So, but she's pushing a
Hey,
message
Bassa.
that a lot of people really need to get in tune with because I feel like in our community and just amongst the world, this is like a topic that's breezed, just breeze past. Like we touch on it, but we don't really like dive into it. So, without further ado, can you please introduce yourself
I get a drum roll.
and tell us where you from?
Ewing.
Oh, my God.
You weird?
Like, we are internet.
West Trend, East
like-
Trend, whatever. We still here. We central. Nah,
Yeah.
I actually feel like Ewing is central of Trenton.
Trend, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? But no,
Yeah.
thank you for having me. This is dope. My name's Ebony. I am the founding editor-in-chief of Everyday Melanin magazine. I do photography. I do graphic design. I'm a mother of 3. Out here just pushing my work, pushing my brands. Being a
Mother
mom
3
burst.
where?
Mom boss. I think I said burst. Because he just threw me off. That definitely just threw me all the way
My
off.
boy said,
You throwing off. I'm about to fall out.
Don't let that God ash hit you.
Yo.
So, yes, mom of 3. I got a 5 turning 6-year-old, 11-year-old, and a 13-year-old. Yeah, yeah. But they kind of are why I started doing what I'm doing. Like I had a 9-to-5 before, and I actually stopped working it because it just wasn't giving me the pleasures that I needed in life, like the freedom that I needed to also be able to be with my kids and spend that time with my kids because I was always on the go with that job. So
Yeah.
not to say that I'm not always on the go now too, because
It's even more now.
Oh, absolutely. But they have a better understanding and they're more involved because they like to do whatever it is I'm doing, whether it's doing the recordings or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I help them make websites. They want to sell shirts and stuff. By all means, y'all go ahead and be your little entrepreneurship selves because it's not to say that our parents didn't do it for us, but we didn't really have the
tools
Guidance.
and
we didn't have that kind of guidance to actually pursue our creative nature. You know what I mean?
Didn't have the reassurance.
So I'm what they say, a rebel. And I always do what's outside the box. So, that's what kind of brought me to where I'm at now. Again, the magazine, Everyday Melanin magazine, is a cultural magazine for the Black community. We highlight a lot of people. We kind of just took a little turn to start a show due to the pandemic, to be honest with you, which is called Mind Your Mental Mondays. But, some things are changing with that for the greater good. It's been really a blessing. So aside from all that, that's who I am.
All right. So it's a lot of directions that I want to go in, honestly. All right. But what I'm going to start with, because like I said, I switched my shows up now. So
That is cool.
My question I used to ask at the end of the episodes, I'm going to ask now is, what is your definition of loyalty?
Oh, man, that's crazy because I was thinking that the other day. Wow. So my definition of loyalty is, first and foremost, you got to be loyal to yourself. Whatever it is that you feel is your truth, whatever it is that you feel is what you go by, if you have a standard, if you have a, something that you just don't want to dumb yourself down on, it's about literally standing by yourself. Standing by your own side. And then with that, you can be the same to others and others can be the same to you. So, and in retrospect, it's literally just about being an advocate for yourself and for other people in a sense of, not letting them fall if you know you can help them. Not letting someone, take a wrong turn when you should be going right. Just kind of being that advocate for somebody. That's what I feel loyalty is. And I'll be real though, I feel like that word has gotten burnt out.
Ooh, why is that? Because I'm glad you went into that. Why is that?
Because a lot of people look at, you have to, because I'm this to you in your life, you have to, when in reality you don't have to be anything to anyone if you're not to yourself. Or don't correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. A lot of people take it as, I got to stay loyal to somebody because this is what I'm about, when in reality they might be kicking you in the back, or you know what I mean, like stabbing you in the back, whatever. Like, so
and it's sometimes like I feel like some people are loyal to a fault.
Yeah, because it's what we're taught.
It's a lot of great motherfucking foot soldiers out here.
Yeah, it's what we're taught, unfortunately.
It's a lot of great Indians. It's a lot.
Oh, yeah.
For real.
So do you feel like loyalty can be repaired once it's broken?
Damn, why you gotta give me these? I mean, so again, I hate saying it like this because I hear it a lot. Oh, I'm the type of person that, well, I noticed with me through the years, I'm someone that is okay with giving someone a second chance. Now, if you you're repeatedly being insane about the shit and doing the same thing over and over and over again, nah. So it kind of probably drops once I notice after the second time, like if something, you know what I mean? It's no. That's when that default just, But a lot of people can't be that way and can't do that. They're used to, it's almost like coddling them. It's almost like they're used to being in that rut or being in that, you know what I mean, position. Yeah. So.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
All right.
On both ends, the person being in the rut and the person that's so loyal to the person being into the rut.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it every day.
Absolutely.
Like we know people, we see it.
I was one of those people.
Really?
I mean, yeah. But I feel like we all were at some point in our lives.
Yeah. We
was
all.
I?
And it doesn't even have to be to a person. It could be to a job. It could be to, you know what I mean? Just yes.
A lot of us are foolishly blind to a lot of things and don't want to accept something for what it is. So I do see that. Like we all and we have
to see the better in it.
And we have to go through that sometimes too.
Yeah.
Like we have to go through that in order to maneuver and move past whatever circumstances that was presented to us. But all right. Look, so
when they start talking about
is he getting hot now? He getting hot now?
No, we not doing that. No, we not doing that.
It's just when he start talking with his hands.
That means it's about to get real. Okay.
Yeah, it's about to get real spicy.
I like that.
Dex Luciano.
Got a new name.
Yo, here I told you it was gonna be them two.
Lucini coming from the sky. Let's get rich.
I told you it was gonna be them two this whole episode, yo. It's not me, I promise y'all.
The 2 A's of the zodiac sign.
I'm a big sad.
Dex Spumoni.
Yo, I can't stand y'all. So all right, so my next question is what made you want to start the Everyday Melanin magazine? Like what was that initial time?
That's a great
initial push.
That everything like the idea, the thought, where was you at when you thought of it?
I'm about to go on my Uncle Daddy, which is WTS Tim.
Go listen to that episode.
Because I went to him with three titles, with 3 cover names or whatever. And he didn't want me to do Everyday Melanin. And I think he wanted something else. I forgot what it was.
I mean, you can't go with Ebony.
No, exactly. It's already taken.
Can't go with that one.
I was just like, damn, ruined my chances.
Those for the Zennials.
Right. But when I kept feeding it to him, I'm like, Tim, this is it. So, he's my go-to person. Creatively. And I slept on it and it felt right. It felt perfect. The magazine came up because, again, I do photography. And, I say this time and time again. You can do but so much as a photographer. You have your clients. You're doing for them. You have your creative spark. Sometimes you don't. So for me, I just didn't want to sit stagnant. Like, I didn't want to just stand like complacent to, oh, I'm just a photographer, because I know I got all these other things I'm thinking of, right? I also like to help people. And I like to I feel like I like to be a plug. You know what I mean? Like the plug to people or whatever. So I took that into consideration when I was like, yo, I got all these friends around me doing some dope stuff. Like, they ain't even getting like recognition or nothing. Okay, so my Uncle Daddy Tim has always been an advocate of create what it is you want. All right, well, I'm gonna create this, you know what I mean, platform for my people that I know is doing a damn thing and needs to be recognized for it. Or create this platform for someone to just voice their opinion on something. Being proud to be black, being proud to just be whoever you are. Doesn't matter your gender, doesn't matter your race within the melanin community. You know what I mean? So that came to me in a dream. And it's weird because as I've been thinking about it, somebody asked me the other day, they were like, yo, did you used to read this magazine and this magazine growing up? And I had to track back and I'm like, yo, now that I think about it, I used to purchase 17 magazine, Ebony magazine, Essence magazines, all the way from
the Jet magazine.
Yes,
Beauty of the Week, page 43.
And it used to be on my grandmom's coffee table in the den.
Shout out to grandma's
the,
coffee.
The den had panel, y'all. It had brown wooden panel.
Yup.
Your living room had the plastic chairs covered. So it's
shoes
like
was off at
all
the door.
these, yes. And I had a lot of Sports Illustrated magazines. And my favorite that is still in plastic today was with Penny Hardaway on the cover. So I thought back, I'm like, oh, snap. Maybe this was already in my future and I didn't know. Yes, it was predestined, right? So I'm like,
I'm one of them niggas.
ah. I even created this, it's so whack, but I created this paper thing where I had Penny Hardaway and Tweety Bird in like cutouts in this little booklet that I created, and I said, this is my magazine. And I'm like, and I still have it, and I'm like, yo, I did not know.
I did not know.
Yeah. But
so.
When it took for them to ask me, for me to actually think back and deeper, because I'm like, all this time I just thought it was because it came into me in a dream, and that wasn't really it.
you was naturally already
exactly like, yo, I spent money on those magazines growing up. Like I used to keep the scoreboard for all the basketball games growing up, the rec games and stuff. And then from there, take my money, go buy CDs and buy magazines. That's where my money went. I swear, if I could find half of these.
Because people don't understand, like, back then, that was the thing, to get magazines.
To read Ebony or look up current events for school.
Yes, or the horoscopes.
Or the Source magazine.
The horoscope in the paper.
Yep.
Or go see what's about to be on TV later tonight.
Yes.
Oh, no, remember you.
Or the movies.
You used to have to get the paper.
See?
You used to have to get the paper to look at the movie times.
Yes.
Yo.
The times
have a piece of newspaper ripped out, writing my current events on the bus. What? You know how much of a trailblazer you are? You know how much? I just thought about just a comment. You know how many people would actually be? There would be successful people that actually were driven behind their predestined goal or dream, whatever they envision themselves doing as a child. Like, you know how many people will actually be happier in this world if they actually put forth their effort of what they really are passionate about.
I actually asked my parents that. I said,
a lot of broke companies.
Yeah, man. I said to my dad, I was like, Dad, what would you have been if you didn't work for, this Trenton Psych or whatever? He's like, I would have been a musician. And then I asked my mom, I was like, Mom, what would you have been if you didn't, come out of school and work for DOT or this other place that, was for the government? She's like, I would have been a track star. Like, she's like, I wanted to go to the Olympics. I'm like, so why did y'all stop? But then it's work. They're taught work.
And I feel like the opportunities weren't so much afforded to them.
No.
As they are now. We're in a blessed time, man.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
That, and like we said earlier, we come from an environment where our grandparents and their parents were just looking for either going in the military or just that one job that could pay them for the rest of their lives. So if you're ushering in a whole generation of children that have this mentality, not too many people are going to be entrepreneurs. Not too many people are going to be stepping out on their own and taking a risk to working for themselves. So even just the afforded time and space, when people are born in, but just even right now that same mentality has been festered in us because our parents got it and their parents, you know. So it's like we're all trying to break this same. Well, not all of us. There's some of us trying to break this generational curse.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I wouldn't call it a curse so much. It's
generational thinking.
Yeah. Because I mean, they did what they could. They did what they had to. You know.
And there's a lot of successful people that came from that. Let me not say it like right. No, you're right.
But I always go back to the point where I said before in the one episode where it was like most of them didn't know any other way to go. Like they all they knew was one way. They only knew, like, hey, look.
Let me get this one job at this plumbing company downtown for the city. Let me be the superintendent of the trash.
I feel like what they need to understand now with us is, like, they sacrifice everything for us to be able to do. For us to be able to do this right now.
So much time they sacrifice.
So they birthed geniuses.
They sacrifice joy.
And that's why I always tell the older generation that they should be proud that we can express ourselves how we do now because we doing it off the back of y'all. Some might not appreciate y'all, but there are some that do. And we tell, like, hey, look, like, you the reason why I can do this. You the reason why I can do that. You made it easier for me to do this. Like,
it don't come off like that. We be like, you wrong. So like, it does. Sometimes it doesn't come off as genuine. You know, like
of course,
because they can't see it. They're not working here. This is foreign to them
because they don't understand that they did that work for us. And then now that we don't have to go through the same thing that they went through, they don't understand that. They're like, wait, if I went through it this way, then you should have to. It's like, no, you didn't. So I don't have to struggle this way. I don't have to have a bad back at 30.
Exactly.
Like, dear mom and dad.
My knees still might be bad, but not my back.
Exactly. I should. You see what I'm saying? Like that's the mentality that we have now. So that's why when we can all do these things, you can create a magazine. I can have the podcast. Like you can go on your endeavors. It's like he can do his thing. It's like that's what it's for.
Dear mom and dad, these white people made these apps so I can thrive. Let me do this.
Like that's the point.
That's really what it is.
Man.
So my next question is, what made you want to take the stance of like mental health?
It's such a sensitive subject too,
and it's not talked about enough.
It's very sensitive.
I mean, it is, but not with us, people that look like us.
So like without going too deep into it, like I've recognized that in my youth and in my adulthood now, throughout those years, there are too many traumaful people within my family. And not enough people speak up about, what bothers them. And I come from a family that, I love my grandparents to death. God rest their souls. But they were the generation of pray about it. Don't go get checked out or anything like that. And a lot of those moments could have saved, I'll be real, one of my cousins' lives, or you know what I mean, in a sense like that. Like if only they had knew to not worry about, not to say don't pray about it, but prayer without work is dead. We know this. So to just go and get checked out or see what's what. Also, I'm dealing with a family member that has schizophrenia, so it's like all these, and these are male figures that were in my life, and I'm just like, you guys inspire me to actually just, again, make a platform for whoever it is. And again, during the pandemic, a lot of us started to take that turn where it's like, it's not just the men, it's not just women, it's literally everyone, kids included, even grown people, like the elders. They're feeling things that they never thought they could because they can't see their youngins no more. Like the young grandkids that would come visit, they can't see them. So, again, it's the platform of just finding those people that have those positions or those jobs that they do, basing it off of, because I'm sure you do this based on your own mental health. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's what you do to make you feel good.
Exactly. A form of therapy.
Exactly. So that's really it. I mean, from just experiences and just, I'm a real big advocate of it. I'm trying to be more involved into it. And this is why I also have different events and stuff about it. Because there's not many of us that feel comfortable enough to talk about it. So I'm just trying to give that platform.
That's great that
voice.
you giving therapy is your therapy.
Yeah. And I'm not a therapist, y'all. I'm just a regular person.
But like giving your voice is therapy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't say you're regular. You know, you got some great qualities that I'm hearing from.
Thank you. I mean, but I'm your regular Joe. Like, I'm the person
Neighborhood
that's
Spider-Man.
Right. When the city is burning down, call me.
Hey, yeah.
No, but for real though, because you got to look at it. You got friends that you can go to, but there's those friends that, or not even those friends. It's just sometimes you may feel like you're a burden to those people. And why not look at it as, okay, even if you're not coming on the show to talk, you're coming to listen. Because you might find something from somebody else speaking on, you know what I mean?
The homies
Listen.
Just come by, you might hear something. That's honestly.
That's really what it is.
That at one point, that's what church was for me.
That's what it was.
At one point when I was still young and you know still I'm still a sponge, but not as a sponge as I was earlier. But it was certain things you'd be naive to go, but when you were sometimes grasp the bigger message outside of the book of what they were trying to get across, it was like wow. It was actually a profound moment in those small little areas you were at.
It's all about dropping gems. And everybody doesn't know that they're all gem droppers. Like you always got something. And that's going back to what we talked about offline. Like you can learn something from everyone. Exactly. It's not to say that, you have to apply it to your life, but I'm pretty sure it'll come back to you in the future like, yo, I remember this from somewhere and oh snap, it's like, oh, I can, you know what I mean? Like I can either apply it or I get it now. Like, so.
No, you go.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Wallow said when he first got out of jail, he was like, "Yo, I was just a student of life, I was a student of people. I was trying to learn something from just everybody. I just came across like somebody can show me how to do this on my phone or redirect me to go here, or you should just be a sponge to everybody,
That's funny because I came across somebody. It was 2 years ago, and it was when trying to figure out what the movement was. I'm sorry if it passes me, but this guy came to everyone and actually said the same thing. Like he literally just got out of jail or something, and he was just like, I just got this phone and I'm, what can you teach me here? And I'm just like, yo, that's humbling though. You know what I mean? Like that makes you realize that again, there's something in everyone for somebody, and you just really never know who it is. And you just gotta watch it. You gotta be mindful too, because
that's the other thing. You gotta be mindful, because I feel like a lot of people aren't when it comes to certain things, because a lot of us are selfish.
Yeah.
We have our own selfish ways. So it's like when we have these conversations and these talks, it's like most people don't agree with it and see it because they're stuck in their selfish ways. That's what I tell people. I'm like, when you come to terms with yourself and you understand, like, yo, like I'm at a good place in life, like you'll start doing for others without even realizing it.
Yep.
like honestly, absolutely. That's like the biggest thing. Absolutely. So what made you? What
made? Put the mic on.
Right.
Wait, what's that Tyrese song? He making love to the mic. So what's the Tyrese? What's it? How does it flow? The Zodiac. These are the signs of love making. Sorry.
These are the signs. Oh, let me stop.
Yo, I told you. Once again, it's them too.
Sorry, you literally just brought that mic, and I'm like, what he about to do? He wasn't ready for that.
That's my signature move, man.
Oh well, let me get familiar.
Dex Reese.
Go ahead, Dex. Productive Dex.
Yo, he said not Dex Reese. Productive Dex.
Dex Pendergrass.
Yes. Dex Van.
Shut out the lights.
Dex Van.
Close the door.
Hey, yo, y'all know I pulled up the prom scene. You're playing Bootsy Collins.
Oh my Jesus.
I'd rather be with you.
Nah, with the Beijing and Bootsy.
Yo. Cause chill, cause you and Danny about to tear me up for that.
But wait, did you come in with the
you and Danny about to tear me up.
You know what? That might be an off-scene topic. Because I was about to ask, what was the ride though? Was it just a limo?
We had the.
Was it right? Like
2000, because we were at 2010. We had the 2011 Cadillac.
Okay, as long as it was a Cadillac.
All
you can't
black.
They were doing something different with the car from next year.
I was about to go on them,
Y'all thought y'all was doing something different with the car from the year later. Oh shit!
But listen, I was about to go in on them.
Price is right.
Hey yo, episode over, yo.
Come on down.
Episode over. It's been a good episode.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. You pulled the mic in. What was you gonna say?
Yo, oh my God, yo, I can't stand y'all, man.
Yo, I can only. Did you get a car to the valet, or did you let her walk out front? Did you park?
It was prom, man.
Dang, so you let the nigga park your shit? Oh my God. See, I didn't have money, so I had to yo, just walk, just wait for me at the front. I'm gonna park my shit. This my mom's shit.
He took the glasses off.
It's my mom's shit. I can't have niggas just driving this. I told the valet, fuck you. You're not touching my mom's car. I gotta fill this up. I know you're not gonna just drive this down Route 1 and go to Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
Yo, my fucking cheekbones hurt, yo.
You can't feel your face?
This is before niggas have 4-for-4s. Niggas don't know, bro.
$5 foot.
Bro, no, I had my car dropped off at the hotel. Then
and you had a room at the hotel? Oh.
Yo, I just hit this mic. I was about to knock it over a hotel. Whoa.
Girl, you want to come to my hotel?
No, wait, no Kels. No Kels.
This the edited version. This the radio edit.
No. There's no edited version.
This one with Jason
Kels.
Weaver.
It's either Kels or no Kels. No Kels.
Yo, oh my God. Yo.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Cassidy.
Yo, I can't stand y'all.
Hey,
Who's really the nigga?
Yo, I thought that was the normal routine.
No, bitch.
To get a
You
hotel?
had bread.
No, I didn't have the hotel. It was
Girl, you wanna
It
come?
was our senior prom was at the hotel.
It was. Yeah, the Hyatt.
It was at the Hyatt.
It was the Hyatt.
So,
You're right. You got that.
what I was
Nigga
trying
gave the
to
keys,
got a
tossed it up to him.
Right. It's like, and then he had a tail on his coat.
And you was 18? Dang, you was doing it legally.
Yo, listen to me,
Playing
yo.
I Wanna Be With You. Sorry.
Look. So it was the Bootsy Collins song. So we had the driver. A lot of people had drivers, whether they parents
No, they didn't.
My Uncle Daddy was my driver. What you talking about?
And he was slinging shrimp po' boys on the side. To the parent and teacher conference.
No lie, if he had him then, I would not have went to prom.
Oh my God, yo.
You had the Stacey Adams or you had some Gators?
Yo, I'm crying, man. Gators, man.
But you see, he answered.
My boy. You know he ain't go to Suit World.
He sure did.
Shout out to Suit
He
World,
sure did.
though.
We did 2 for what, 50?
Nah, we went to that spot in Philly like that everybody go to.
Oh, another
Yo,
spot.
while I was at the barbershop one day, fuck Suit World. I remember one nigga was like, yo, I'm about to go check out some suits. I'll be right back. Cause mad people sitting in the barbershop. He came back like, yo, why they got them fucking Club Comic View suits in there, yo? Yo, nah, dog. After then, I got a new barber because I was waiting in line too.
Dex has to find his eyes right now.
Yo, this is unreal,
Why they got the
yo.
fucking Club Comic View suits in there, yo?
Yo,
You're gonna have to play that in between this, Bootsy Collins.
Yeah.
Has to drop exactly when you say I played. Yes. Matter of fact, get all this on the video.
Yo, man.
Yes.
Yo, Keith is about to have a ball editing
You
this
was
shit.
really stunt. Hold on, can we
bro.
go back to your stunt days? Keith, I need you to go to the book and find these pics and use these in the lower third, like
Yo,
right here.
Yo, bro. Yo, Keith. We
you
no
was
longer
shitting
friends
on them
if
like
you do this,
man,
bro. If
this
you
is
add that
great.
pic, Casey.
Now you got those Zay players
This
ball
is
hat
great.
too.
This
Bro.
is great.
Stop,
This is
man.
great.
Yo, oh my God, yo, it really be your own people.
Keith
yo.
had
Happy
the stunner
Friday.
shades. I remember
Yo,
Keith.
literally,
Keith
yes.
had a white suit and a red vest.
And
bitch.
you got him started because this nigga got a fucking geographical historical memory, so he remember
Oh,
everything.
man.
Like he be like, yeah, remember September 27th, 2004 when we was doing. I'm like,
Yo,
Hey.
I wish I had a swishy sweatsuit to make that
Oh,
noise
That
real
ass
quick.
take it all the way back.
Oh, you got it.
Sweat,
Yeah, like,
hot tub, time machine, sweatsuit.
man, yo.
It's just the vibe, man. It's just the vibe.
Oh my God,
I'm sorry,
yo.
we
Definitely
broke
is a
you
vibe.
off Topic, my bad.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
the
yo.
topic
That's when
was-
you was dropping your car off.
Right. The category was
Bootsy
prom,
Collins.
so-
Oh,
And you being a player macaroni.
I don't even know how we got on prom. Like, I don't even know how we got on
You
prom.
started it. You was like, yo, I remember I had this suit and I
Yeah,
dropped it.
and-
We had the Cadillac
Right.
from 2011, Nick. That's what I remember
Right.
before I started going off. You had a
I don't know
Cadillac
where this came
from the
from,
year
but-
that was coming next.
I'm here for it. Oh, the topping bottles. Let me finish.
Niggas been doing that since prom. You feel me?
Yo,
Niggas been doing that.
Yo.
Throwing keys and popping bottles.
Yo, come on, man. Like, see what I'm talking about, yo. I really can't stand y'all, yo.
It's okay though. Is that gonna
Alright.
make a loud noise though?
Yeah,
I don't
it
like
is.
pop sounds. Maybe I shouldn't. Even
First,
go
we
there.
take shots and
shouldn't
then
even go
pop
there.
bottles.
Hey, see,
Oh,
shouldn't encourage
okay.
the. Nah, I'm a quiet bottle popper.
It's the
A
quiet
quiet
storm.
bottle popper.
It's the
The quiet bottle storm.
It's the quiet storm.
Oh my
Watch that
gosh,
shit be
Power
loud as hell.
99. Jesus! Y'all!
Yo.
Y'all!
For it too.
Alright,
She
No,
probably-
I'm serious. I'm serious. I don't pop biscuits. I don't do
Yo.
none of that. I send it to my kids to do for me.
Do
I-
all that
I
stuff,
can't. I
like-
can't. No.
Like,
My anxiety be another reason why I be having to mind your pencil. Y'all ain't about to pop these balls around me.
all right. So now that we got some order back in the building, if y'all couldn't tell, that was a punch in. We punched in. So they want to go back to something from the beginning, and they say, "Yo, why?" Say y'all say y'all
God,
question.
funny, bro.
I'm not even about to say it. Y'all say y'all question.
Like, you know, old people always say, like, yo, God's the best author, like a comedian, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
dog, like, he made us ashy, dog. Like, think about that. Like, hold on. Really process
very
that.
ashy.
You could be having a great day.
Yes.
Like, your coworkers,
Then you-
like, you just turn something in.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Somebody will humble you, like, dog.
Yes,
like,
you
need
ashy.
to wash. You got some. Here's some lotion. Them knuckles.
When they
is-
pass you the lotion, that's
it's
when it
really, their
is.
face, because
Yeah.
they look down and they look back
Yeah.
up real quick.
All right. So
like,
so my question for y'all is, why do black people get offended when other black people are ashy?
Oh
that's like calling you poor, bro.
Yes.
Like, that's the real thing. Why do you get offended when I'm ashy?
Oh, why do I get
Act
offended?
like you ain't got lotion or nothing. Like, what the fuck?
Hold on, no, it's act like you didn't know. Like
Yes,
you act like you
know
didn't look.
you ashy. Why are you
But
walking around
why is that a
ashy?
big thing?
Because you don't see
Why you
somebody-
worried
don't
about
look
me?
presentable.
But why you
We're a
worried about me?
family. We're a family, Dad.
Yes, thank you. Say
We're a
that again.
family.
Say that again.
We're a
Mr.
family.
Mr. X on the spot. Is that his name?
Polo Dex. I mean Polo X.
Brother, he's
Bomb
down.
me up.
He's looking to make sure he ain't ashy. He really took 5 minutes to check his skin.
I remember.
So I'm gonna be real though, because you gotta think about it. Don't no white person walking around caring if they're ashy because you can't see the shit.
But that's the.
You
Isn't
can't
that?
see it.
Isn't that
So-
the double-edged sword?
Yes. So for us,
It's like they got a one-up on us.
yes.
Like,
So
bitch,
for
you don't
us, we
get
gotta
ashy.
make sure. Hold up, you can't be out here ashy.
And they don't really know about what ash is, but
Thank
we
you.
do. It's like rhythm. They don't know about it, but we do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They don't know about ash, but we do. Shout out to all the people that wash their legs, because I heard.
I mean, it's not
people-
about washing. You just gotta make sure that you lotion them up. Use
no,
some
no,
type
no,
of
no,
oil.
no, no. It
Oh,
was
you
a
really
thing.
mean washing. Oh.
They weren't washing their legs.
Who's that? Wait, who's they?
YT.
Oh,
it's-
I thought you was talking about us.
It's they.
Yeah.
I got scared for a minute. Like, who
Just
ain't
talking
washing
about
their
what
legs?
we know,
Gotcha.
and they don't
we
know. but,
Gotcha. We,
Like,
yeah.
they don't use
Got it.
washcloths.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but back to
But
being
there are
ashy.
loofahs.
Yo.
Loofahs? No?
Yeah,
no
I
loofahs?
mean,
only
long as-
loofahs in my house is loofah Vandross. And that's a fact, Jack.
Yo,
I saw how
Come
loofahs
back.
was made. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Nah,
it's pretty
bro.
dope. And the sponges. They're
It's
really
crazy. Look that up when you're done. But back to being ashy.
dope. Yeah, so make sure that, because I have this problem. When you get out of the shower, you could put the lotion on right then and there, but you're going to have to touch it up. You got to touch it up, y'all.
I heard you're supposed to put on lotion when your body is still relatively like
No,
moist.
see, I don't like.
Depends
excuse
on the,
me,
it depends on the
oils,
lotion.
oils,
coconut oils,
yes, because you can't
oils.
use lotion for that.
Because he talked to me about that on the last podcast.
Yeah, but see, I don't like lathering up fresh out the shower.
Yeah, you kind of can't.
Like you gotta you gotta dry off a little bit. You can't lather right up though.
So wait.
You can't really lather up. You gotta kind of dry off a little bit. You feel me?
You do have to dry up, but again,
between your toes too. Yeah.
Oils are better. I mean,
yeah, I use oil.
Our ancestors and our grandparents and our parents made sure that we were good with the Vaseline on our face, so we can't be disrespecting them coming out the house with some type of, you know what I mean,
some
moisture,
type of petroleum jelly.
Yes!
Nah, they made sure we was good. My aunt used to throw
again disrespecting them.
A gallon of Vaseline on us in the summertime.
All on your face, like
I'm like
in the summertime.
Because in the summertime baking.
I'm like. I'm sweating.
The mailman is not coming this late.
Somebody at the door.
Sounded like that.
Everybody telling somebody was knocking on one of them door handles on the front door, like yo.
The one of the metal doors.
Did someone order the pork fry right?
Yo.
Wrong house.
Stop. We are in sensitive times right now.
I have no control of my own podcast, yo. Hey, this is.
It's cool. Just chill.
This is what it come down to.
Get your money.
Hey.
Flip your band. Here, pop that.
Hey, you feel me? X, what's the next question you got? Hey,
so Dex,
it ain't about me.
Started doing podcasts.
Nope. I've been asked it 2 times already. Nope.
Hey. All right.
If it's not about you,
yeah, there we go.
So this ties into mental health. Do you think if someone bombs somebody up about being ashy, that ties into a self-reflection?
You think it's bullying?
I think it's self-hate.
It depends on how you say it. It depends on how you bring it up to the person. Like that's like having a booger.
Don't say it nicely.
That's like having a booger in your nose. Everybody can have a booger in your nose. Doesn't matter your race.
We usually don't say it nicely.
Yo, you ashy.
Why is there a goddamn booger in your nose?
Yo, you don't know. You don't feel that booger in your nose.
No. So all right, look. So let me put it this way though. So there are ways where some people. We all been in a situation where it's like, yo, you see somebody where it's like they flies down.
Yes.
They got a booger in their nose.
You got something in their teeth.
Something going on.
Y'all look like.
So my thing is.
It's almost like you find them.
So my thing is, how do y'all react when y'all see people with these little mishaps? Like, do you tell them depending on the person?
I gotta be real. Depending on the person, especially if they come off like all bad and bold and shit, you literally will look at them like, you ain't so bad after all because you got that shit right up in your nose. And I'm gonna just let it hang there till the next person see that shit because you ain't shit. No, I'm just saying.
All right, so when I first walked in the room and you saw something in my teeth, would you tell me or would you let Dex tell me?
I would tell you.
Okay.
I would tell you. And that's like, again, if it's a female and she got something in her hair, or prime example, I remember there being a situation where someone's track was showing. Like, but
that's different.
It is definitely different because they do not like to hear that.
You see what I'm saying? And we
same with a booger.
We can't. But
that.
No. But we can't. We can't say that.
Yeah, all right. As a man, John, you look crazy.
No. But let's be real. Oh, yeah. As a man. Trying to tell a woman that, hey, look, your track isn't right, your edges isn't this, isn't that. It comes off as a form of hating or
disrespect. Like I'm not knowing my place,
or you don't have respect for women. But like you said, you come from a different point of view when it comes to the whole men telling women how to deal with a certain thing or certain flaw or whatever on their body. Because like I said, it doesn't come off well when we say it.
Because y'all gotta see how y'all say things though. Like from a man, y'all don't go up and be like, pull him to the side or nothing. Y'all literally just say, hey, yo, ma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yo, when the last time a nigga did that?
Like, you know what I mean?
98?
Like the whistle,
Yeah. When the last time somebody had...
Shit's still happening.
Yo.
It's still happening.
No. Oh, my God.
It's still happening.
But y'all see how, like, honestly, my biggest thing is I'm kind of glad how this whole episode went because it shows you how it's like how men and women play on the psyche and how we look at things a different way and how we perceive things versus how women perceive things. So that's why when it comes to this, I let things go how they go. Like, I let things flow because it's like, yo, it's a free
bars.
Here you go.
He already started.
I let things go. I let things flow. Talk to him, Dex.
Productive Dex.
Productive X. Productive X.
Yes,
Look,
productive X. Yes.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Yo, leave me alone. Yo. Hey.
X on the spot. What'd you say?
Yeah, X on the spot.
X gonna bring it to him.
Hey.
Gonna give it to him.
Polo X. Hey.
Backpack X.
Hey, yeah, flip them tables. Hey, hey.
Oh my god.
Yo, but no, for your mental Mondays, like you said, we kind of talked about where that came from, but like how often, obviously it's a Monday, so you do it every Monday, and it's a new guest. Like, how do you pick the guest? Like, how does that whole process go?
So a lot of times we might have people that actually reach out to us to be on the show,
Okay.
but I'm picking people that, like, so I'm doing my research. I'm searching for people that I can tell are more advocating, in that mental health realm in a sense. And in a positive realm, as far as like maybe to help somebody that's going through something, or even if I might know them, so I might know their story too, and push out the fact that, okay, their story is obviously compelling enough to be on the show, and to push it out to everybody else, because again, like I said earlier, somebody could say something and it may not resonate in you, but it might for somebody else that's actually a listener. So that's the whole goal. That's the whole point, is just to reach somebody. I feel like X got something to say, because the way
it was a question. It was just a question though.
Yeah, what's up?
Even though it's not like touched on in the community, I think what needs to be said is that why are people why do you think people aren't going out to seek help? You already spoke on lightly how someone may feel as though they're a burden. Judgment, and plus they're it's
scared
an open
to.
environment?
But it's not even that. People can be open to whatever you're telling them, but you literally will 9 times out of 10, all of us have done this. You'll go home and probably talk to somebody and be like, wow, they really went through, you know what I mean? So it's whatever happens behind closed doors. You don't know. So that builds an anxiety in people that may want to talk about something, but they can't, because they know somebody else is going to really have their name in their mouth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You just don't know. I'll be real. That's kind of what I feel like it is for a lot of people in our Black communities. Just period. And plus, you're not taught to speak. We were a society of the seen but not heard. You know what I mean? So, or not even society, but the generation of seen but not heard. And I speak on that very, faithfully too, because let's say you feel in some type of way. You don't know what those feelings are. You at home, and again, you could be a little younger than you are now, like maybe in high school or whatever. You're at home, you want to turn to like your pops or your mom or whatever to talk about it. Oh, no, not right now. So now it's brushed off. So you've built this wall up to where you can't speak. It's not that you don't want to, but you can't.
Yeah. All right, so this goes into something I had a conversation with somebody earlier. Yeah. I was already talking to one of the bros a couple days ago. So in the midst of already us having a conversation prior to that day, is coming from this generation. I was like, yo, how was your day, my nigga? What's good?
Yeah, my nigga.
Nigga texted me back, huh?
Really?
And it fucked me up.
See?
Because I was like, yo, however,
not used to that.
I was ignorant enough to yo, I'm not going to explain it. I just left the conversation as is, because it's now I'm building the wall up. Yo, this nigga's is he being serious? He being an asshole? But someone had to explain it to me. We come from a generation. Not some parents didn't come home and ask their kids how was your day and shit like that. So they not used to another grown man just being but already having that conversation.
Right. But it's not to get on you or nothing.
Just to unpack it.
But to see that you said, well, I'm gonna build this wall up. Why did you though? Why didn't you take that?
Because I didn't feel as though it was necessary.
You didn't
want
to go into that energy.
Yeah,
I get you.
And it was I think that was ignorant of me to subject myself to not
and assume
speak to him.
maybe I get what you're saying. But that happens a lot too. Even if you didn't say that, it would have been somebody else. Well, I ain't about to take the time out to find out. You know what I mean?
Why he said that. I didn't want to find out why he said that.
It sucks though, because we need that. People need that, especially y'all men, like y'all need that.
It's hard for it's hard for other men to not have an ego and go into a situation where a nigga does have an ego.
That pride,
like just
man.
like this, and it's like,
that
all right,
pride.
now my pride is up. Like,
yeah.
fuck it, I don't want to talk no more. All right,
yeah,
that's the conversation where it is. It's hard to even be on the other side of that spectrum.
Yeah, your response would have been, huh? Back to him, and then it would have just been like, all right, bro, you ready to link up? Like, what we about to do? What you drinking on? Whatever. But like, at the end of the day, I just think the open communication helps, but some people are just not receiving to it right now. Like, they just don't know how.
Right.
And we got to get through the part of how.
What you gonna say, Dex?
Yeah. Sorry, we done closed
You
them
think
out
I was
again.
gonna go there, huh?
We done closed them out again.
Nah, yo.
Now my wall up.
Oh my God, yo. Bro, episode over, yo.
This is the second time he said that. Third's a charm, X.
Yeah, all right. So look, my next question is, it's honestly to everybody in the room, anybody can answer this, is how important is therapy, and do you feel like everybody should have or take therapy or consider taking therapy or whatever? Is therapy a thing?
Can I answer?
You can start, yes.
Sorry, I feel like I'm in school. Like, I'm always raising my hand. It's the first one. Can I go? Yes, I think everyone should be in therapy. I think that therapy should be a thing if it isn't already. Even if it's not the therapy you typically know as far as going to a therapist. Yeah. Make sure you have, and I spoke of this before on my show, like, make sure you have somebody that maybe can hold you accountable for certain things, and you just talk to them. Life coaches are out there too. You don't have to just seek a therapist. Life coaches help you with anything that deals with, like, maybe your finances and things like that. Try to help you stay on the right track. Yeah. But at the same time, like, if you got that one person that you can, like, look to, and that also goes back to that loyalty thing, like, that one person you can look to have that conversation with, as long as it's not a harmful situation where you feel like you really need to let something out and they can't help. Like, I just say, it's good for everyone, but at the same time, it's not for everyone.
But yeah, because I was gonna say there are people out there that feel like, I just can't talk to somebody that's talking to 7 people a day. Like, how is this person can take me serious when they're taking 7 other personalities and emotions on? Like,
I said give it a chance, though.
But some people don't feel comfortable just telling their all to a random.
Like, people don't just like giving a chance to just a stranger.
But that's just so.
But I'm speaking for the people
you
that
actually
that,
are. You
that,
actually are. You really
feel
are.
that
You really
way.
are. And again, I know I'm not being opinionated, but it is in my opinion to say, if you do not feel comfortable speaking, write it down. Yeah. Put it on paper, put it, like, you know what I mean? Jot your thoughts down or whatever. Because eventually, once you get through that barrier, you'll be able to open up to somebody. Or you may not even want to talk. You can pass that paper on to them to let them read it. Like, I'll be honest, like, writing stuff down, like, letters are still a thing. Like, text messages, whatever, your fingers is going. But when you write it out and actually use your penmanship,
which a lot of people
lose. That a college word, X?
Penmanship X.
Literacy
X. I'm getting it every time.
But seriously, like, write it down. Like, journaling, like, all that stuff. Like, still get it out some way. If you do not feel like therapy with a person is your thing. Therapy in general, self-care in general, that's therapy. What you said earlier, this is therapy. You know what I mean? Exactly. So my time is up.
He said, I concur. Yeah, I can't stand y'all. But look, so at the end of the episodes, I like to ask people, it's like, what's something that you would tell your younger self?
Which part of my younger self?
I'm about to say,
18 to 22.
Nah, go younger. Like when you just got your L's, like what 17?
So 17 and like 22,
17.
yeah.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, 17. What's something you told your younger self? One thing, like yo, Ed. The fuck?
You don't need it.
That's kind of open ended though. That's open ended.
But I know what it means because I am a very impulsive person still to this day. But to know that if you put me back to 17, it would have stopped a lot of things now. So you don't need it.
Watch. So they should go on Zap back to right now. Her 17 years, she's like, what?
Wait, bewitched. Ding.
Back to right now. Just go back.
Yo, that's funny.
That's 17 probably in the
God,
kitchen
you
making
really
Kool-Aid
did
and
take
shit
me
right now. Like,
Man, you
you all
got me in
fucked
my
up.
feelings right now.
See?
You gotta zap right back. That's all you can say.
But seriously.
Yeah, but yeah, no, honestly, I like asking people those questions because it's like it's always something that we could not regret, but just think back on it. Like, you know what?
Has somebody ever asked you that, Dex?
I was just about to say that.
Get out my head. That's like the 12th or
Aquarius
11th
Aries,
time.
When I do my part 2, WAP got all the questions for me. So y'all gotta bombard him with all the questions because he gonna interview me.
God.
So when I do my part 2, so I'm not answering no more questions about how I did this, how I did that. Like I'm not. Nah, like you gotta wait for the part 2, and I'm gonna answer everything honestly, open ended. Like I'm be candid. Like I'm gonna say everything.
I might have to pull up for this one.
Yeah, look, I'm definitely, like I said,
I'm gonna be the one banging on this window right here.
like, yo, I'm outside.
I'm gonna scare eggs.
Don't do that.
But yeah, please shout out everything that you got going on, your handles, upcoming events, things that you're doing right now, just everything.
So we have what's called, we just had our Women Matter event, which is a mental and physical health awareness event last Sunday, which was really a success. It was dope. Our next one coming up that we're in collaboration with 5 Brown Girls, an organization that gives back to families. Like they literally take in families and pay their rent, or not rent, sorry, excuse me, let me change that. Their electric bills and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Per month. So like they really like put it. I had to make sure I cleaned that up because Lord knows they're gonna be like, let me find these 5 Brown Girls.
Run that back, Geraldine.
So no, that wasn't it. But we have an upcoming event April 10th for all women, ran by women, women DJ, women caterers.
Where is this at?
It's in Lawrence at Venue by P. I don't remember the Venue by P. By, not Vi, but by P. Like it's
VIP?
Sure.
That's what Venue VIP.
Wait,
it's really him, yo.
Pinkies up?
Hey.
Tie your tie. Tie your tie. So, yes. So, it'll be in Lawrence. Yeah. April 10th. Tickets are still going on sale until April 2nd. First. I think it's first. Don't. Oh
April
my God.
4th. But either way,
get your tickets are still going. Again, for women.
Get your tickets.
This is gonna be a dope event.
Shout out that date again.
April 10th.
April 10th.
2021, y'all. We're still in 2021.
Yes.
We're not moving forward to 2022. We're not going backwards to 2020. It is now.
2021. Oh.
Yes. But you can follow Everyday Melanin Magazine on Instagram, everyday_Melanin_magazine. Wow, I got a lot. You can follow my personal brand, which is my Ebony brand. It's my_Ebony_brand. And you can follow my photography page, which is Beautiful Chaos with a K _images. So check me out. Check out everything else that I just, plugged y'all into. Yeah, that's it.
Definitely. Like I said, I definitely appreciate you for coming through.
Thank
you,
man.
And the goal for the show is I do part 2. So in the year, you gonna come back for part 2 no matter where you at in life.
Boy, I'm gonna be in Spain. Don't do that.
You gotta fly me out to Spain.
Fly me out.
Light flex.
Fly me out.
Light flex.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
I'ma run away when it gets hard. Hey, yeah. I can't say it. It's really. I told you. I might name this episode.
Really
I might name this episode. It's y'all too.
It's y'all.
Hey,
it's really y'all for me.
Y'all.
Like it's really y'all for me.
That might be. We got so many names for this episode. We really gonna have to really take a vote for this shit. But yeah, like I said, I definitely appreciate you for coming through.
Absolutely.
Sharing your thoughts, sharing everything that you got going on. Like I said, this is definitely Women's International Month. So like I said, you gonna end the month off like this. We gonna end it off strong. X, appreciate you, bro. You know what? Hold on.
You, bro.
No. Hold on. Wait. Before I end this, so his jacket that he got on, I saw that too on the internet, and I was about to cop it.
And wear it today.
And then he wore no. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. But when I saw him, I said, "Yo, you got that joint for me?" He like, "Yeah." I'm like, damn. Bitch, I was about to grab the same one.
Clearly, y'all related.
I'm like,
get
damn.
Out my head. Get out my head.
I'm like, yo, damn. I was really about to grab it.
Well, now you can borrow it.
I mean,
you gotta pay him.
Hey,
rent.
What's up?
Cut.
Say nah, yo. We gonna highlight y'all next week, yo. We out.